Well, Billy, another L.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm starting to think, is it you?
No, I hope not, man. I think we just run into we run into a point where we're running into some well, I'm not gonna say some decent teams. The loss tonight is acceptable given the circumstances. Who we were playing against, that's a really really good basketball team we played tonight. One of the better teams in the league. So it's understandable, and then of course. When we do what everyone knew we were going to do, and I see I got Jason's. He's already on it. We did what we were going to do, and we went against that KP tonight. The moment I found out about that, my hopes for winning this game just went away because to play a team like Philadelphia, you have to be able to challenge them. You have to make Joel Embiid work. You can't just let him just work on you. You have to make him work defensively. And they didn't have a matchup tonight. The Mavericks didn't. That was going to make Embiid do anything on the defensive side of the ball. And he just played offense for however many minutes he played, and he dominated us. I mean, he's a great basketball player as it is when healthy, and he was healthy tonight. And we had nothing to detour him defensively, and we damn sure didn't have anything to challenge him to make him play defense tonight by KP not being on the floor. So. Mavericks didn't really have a great chance to win this game walking through the door. But credit to the Philadelphia 76ers. Tough, gritty team, Doc Rivers-led team. They're going to get after you, and they're going to challenge you in ways that other teams won't. And Walt, this is yet again another reminder of why you have to have games against the Spurs. You have to have games against the Rockets because these games are the tougher ones. No, you're not going to have to run into Philly in the playoffs. Unless you get all the way to the finals potentially. But Jesus, you gotta be able to compete, man. Tonight we just didn't give ourselves the best opportunity to compete, in my opinion.
Well, wait a minute, sir, because I believe it was you last night that said that KP was he had been the best Maverick on the floor.
He has been on the floor, but he wasn't on the floor.
Well, what happened tonight?
You have to tell me. You have to tell me. I don't know what I don't see when I got in. I'm not gonna lie to the people at home, man. When I finally got in and got ready to get to the game, I came in about the 6-minute mark of the first quarter, and I noticed that KP wasn't in the game, and I was like, "Well, dang!" I said maybe he's already on his first break already. But then as we got into the second period, I didn't see him. They weren't showing anything. I hadn't heard anything about him, and then I looked it up and I saw that he wasn't playing. And I was like, God dang, man, was it one of those things? I know it's the second night of a back-to-back, so I was like, well, here we go with this again. They're going to have to figure that out, man.
You do know that's a team call, right? That's not a Kristaps Porzingis call, right? That's a Rick Carlisle. That's a Rick Carlisle call.
Yeah, I see that. And shout out to John right there because I think that's very true. KP is a grown-ass man. If he wants to play, Rick does need to let him
remember, I think at the beginning of the season, they made it emphatically known that he was not playing back-to-backs this season. They made that emphatically known.
Well, what are we saving them for? Are we saving them for like next year?
The playoffs. Saving them for the playoffs. We're gonna make a big playoff run, Billy. You know what? I think the Mavericks need that play-in game. I think they need that play-in game to get them going in the playoffs. That's what I think they need. I think they need it right now.
Get them in the playoff mode a little early.
Yeah, get them in the playoff mode a little early. You need that March Madness feel of a close play-in game and then come in and play. Well, you're going to have to play whoever the number one team is, which is a Utah or a
Phoenix.
You can give them a run.
I'd have to agree with you, man. I mean, the thing is, the Mavericks just – if that's the plan with KP is like we're not going to let him play on the second night of back-to-backs, okay, all right, that's fine. All right, whatever, okay. But even with that's the case, man, it's clear. It's becoming more and more clear. Our guy John, he said it. That was the first comment of the night, and I have to agree with 100%. Another game showing why KP is so important to this team's success because when he's not out there, man, they gang up on Luka, and the other guys just, I'm not going to say they're not good enough, but they're not the type of guys that are going to carry the team in the absence of KP. They're just not. I'm sorry. If you're expecting Finney Smith to carry you, that's not going to happen. If you're expecting Josh Richardson to carry you, it's not going to happen. THJ is the closest guy on this team, on this roster, that I feel like is capable of giving you Porzingis numbers as far as points when he's absent. But, he's streaky at best. So a lot of times, man, you can't really depend on that. I don't think THJ had a good game tonight at all, if I remember.
Yeah, he's had 2 back-to-back bad games.
Yeah, but we know the thing is about THJ, man, he'll go ahead and string together 3 or 4 really, really good games. So this is who he is. This is what you're going to get from him, or at least that's what's been shown on this Mavericks team. But for the most part, man, I hate to keep making it seem like, oh, I'm not worried about this, I'm not worried about that. But I just don't.
Oh, are you about to say you're not worried about this loss?
No, I'm not really worried about this loss, man. I don't like to lose games. There's no point of losing games. But this is one of those games. It's like, okay, we went in, even with Kristaps Porzingis. This is a very, very good basketball team we just played, and there was a chance you might lose it anyway. When you took KP out, I just wanted to see how the team was going to compete and if we were going to give them a run for their money. And really, they punched us in the mouth, man, and we never really punched back. That include Luka, everybody that was out there, man. We just really looked overmatched. They bullied us around the floor quite a bit, and we just, we were not competitive tonight in the way that we should be. So
don't you just hate that?
They'll have to figure it out, man. They'll have to figure it out. I got Shane, hard to watch. Even with KP, we had no shot against this team. We were soft and just kept jacking up threes that we couldn't hit. Terrible effort. The game needs to be a wake-up call. You know what? I want to comment on that real quick, Walt, if I have a quick second before the highlights.
Go ahead, sir. You have the. Hey, it's half your show too. You do whatever you want to do.
Nah, man. Well, to our guy Shane's point. First off, Shane, please tell our friend Abby we said hello, man. It's always good to know that she's watching. I hate that she's being rendered helpless against this sorry, piss poor basketball.
Oh, come on, man!
But please let our friend Abby know that I'm working diligently to get this team back together. But to what Shane is saying here, and it's the truth.
They're not buying in your message, Billy. They knew you were up in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant. Hard to get the team to buy back in their message.
Hey, it was just brunch, man, and a little chicken and waffles. That's all it was, man. But no, what he was saying is that we were playing soft. And Walt, a very good point by Shane as well, man. This Mavericks team, I'm starting to see it. They do not understand what to do. When the 3 ball is not falling, they don't have a clue. You know who we look like? We look like that other team down south in Texas. That 7-1-3-2-8-1 team down there.
Oh,
that's what we were looking like. Well, I'm talking about when they have James Harden and all those other guys. They jack up threes, and when they're not falling, they're
shooting. Just keep shooting them.
Yeah, when they're not falling, just keep jacking them up. Eventually, they will. There was no mid range. Nobody tried to do anything to break the monotony of missing those shots like that, man. And it was just that they when they can't hit threes, they don't seem to know what to do next. And that's a problem because the 3 ball is not always going to be there. Have to find other ways to win.
I still would like to make it known is that I do not have any affiliation to the 713 or the 281.
That's because your guy's gone. He's up in Brooklyn now.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I need to start repping 718.
Yeah, man, you're up there in that Bronx area, man.
Well, that's where you were at. Well, that's where you were at last week.
No, hey, I was busy. I was visiting family. I was checking on JJ Redick's family, making sure that everything was.
Well, no, he here in Dallas. Remember, he here in Dallas. Remember, I pissed him off. You had to go. You had to go there after I pissed him off the other day in the press conference.
I had to go explain to those guys what was going on with JJ Redick and just let them know that we'll take good care of him here in Dallas.
Well, that can't be true because I pissed him off the other day. Hey, listen, everybody tuned in right now. After we do the highlights, if you go to the Facebook page, the Facebook watch party, and the Facebook page, I'm going to put the link up to where we're going to take questions from you guys. We're going to have you jump in on the broadcast. We're going to let you ask me and Billy some questions about the game and let you talk about it. We'll keep that going probably up until the highlights get together. So once we get the highlights done, I'll put it out and you guys can click on it and join us on the broadcast. We'll put you on the screen one by one. ask us a question, we'll answer it, and go to the next one.
That's right. It was long awaited, man. Glad to know we will be able to.
We listen, man. Me and Billy have been racking our brains hard trying to figure out how to get you guys involved in this broadcast.
That's right.
You guys ask us all the time. We like, man, we got to find a way to get him in here. And I said, let's do it this way, Billy. Let's give him that. Let's give him that link and let him click in and get involved here. Ask us some questions.
Let's talk. Let's talk bad.
But before we do that, I don't know if you want to call these highlights. Let's get to the disaster film.
Yeah, it's just film at this point.
Yeah. What can you do? First off, I want to know who is Cork Mass, because he gave the Mavericks 20 points tonight.
That's the Philadelphia 76ers version of the dweeb in OKC. And apparently, man, we like these dweebish dudes, man. We like to let them poop on us for whatever reason, man.
Knock that down. Oh, there goes that man. Well, he didn't do too much tonight. He gave 8 points tonight.
Who was that, Seth?
S. Dot. S. Dot Curry.
S. Dot Curry.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what's going on here, but it sounds like everybody's turning on Luka here lately. You know, I was listening to the ESPN broadcast. They were giving it to Luka pretty good tonight.
Yeah, you know, here Walt, now.
I mean, they're basically saying all the things that I've been saying, but maybe because they're professionals, people are listening to them.
Yeah, well, you know how that works, man. You got to be at least mid. You got to be mid-age and of a certain culture, man, for your word to hold value around here, and at least in this media market. So you don't have the credentials, Walt. Unfortunately, you don't have the credentials that are necessary for people to listen and to take heed.
Key point, man. Got to step my game up.
Yeah, you got to do something, man. Might be time for one of those Michael Jackson bleach jobs or something, man.
Who was that? Who was that, Billy? Who was that?
Yeah, that's our guy.
That was JJ Redick. Look at that, yeah. JJ Redick sighting.
I was happy to see that, man. He shot it with confidence and everything, and he'll be better too, man. I saw a lot of people trying to drag JJ Redick on Twitter. And I told you, Walt, I said the first game he gets a chance to play, he's not going to shoot well.
Right.
No, of course it's not because he's not a good shooter, but I mean, you're playing against a really good defensive team.
No, yeah, anytime you come back from the first game, you're going to be a little rusty.
Yeah, it's been a while, and people were dragging him on Twitter saying, "Oh, he's not this, he sucks. This was a terrible trade." It's like, dude, just calm down. Give the man a chance to get worked in. Jesus Christ, what are we doing out here, man?
It kind of sounded like you turned on Luka yesterday, trying to get the people to take sides with Luka and KP.
No, I don't want the people to take sides. I just want the people to give credit where credit's due. We've been bagging on Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, that man there was balling tonight.
Who's that, Mr. Embiid?
Yeah.
Yeah. When he's balling like that, that's when you have to call him Mr. Embiid, man. Can't just call him Joel. That's Mr. Embiid. That's a grown man out there you're looking at.
Boy, now I need to tell Jeff Kavanaugh something. Hey, Jeff Kavanaugh, let's calm down with the Hakeem Olajuwon comparison there, okay?
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Yeah. Let's not do that, Mr. Kavanaugh.
People gotta stop that.
Okay. Hakeem would murder Joel Embiid.
Yeah, he would. And you know what? Now, Harp was as part of the broadcast tonight, man. Those guys did a great job tonight, by the way, Walt. Harp and Paul.
I don't know. I was listening on the ESPN broadcast. Sorry, Billy.
Oh, okay. Well, I was on the Bally's. I was on the Bally side of it.
Oh, okay. You was on the Bally. You was showing Bally some love tonight.
Yeah, I was showing Bally some love, man. But Harp brought up the same thing, and he said he brought up the Olajuwon comparison. I think Skin did the same thing. It's great to compare somebody to an all-time great like Hakeem Olajuwon, but he's still got a ways to go, man.
He ain't got the footwork. He ain't got the footwork of Hakeem.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It was off the chain.
Yeah. Hakeem
in that dream shake, you can never get rid of that. Luka goes to the basket, some knee-on-knee contact there.
Now Walt.
Oh boy,
he was just doing whatever.
Come on.
I mean, he was doing whatever the hell he wanted to tonight. I mean, just posting up, fade away left, fade away right, left over the left shoulder, over the right shoulder, hook shots, driving in the lane, shooting the 3-pointer. He showed a complete arsenal tonight, man.
Danny Green gave him one. Oosh.
Yes. And I see that's the problem I have right there. When guys like that.
Danny Green, another one. Danny Green with another one.
Wasn't he supposed to
listen, the whole Luka and KP dapping each other up on the court. That's over with come next game.
Yeah,
he gonna be mad. He gonna be mad at him. He going back to not passing him the ball after missing this game tonight.
And, Luka had some during this game. While I did want to bring something up, I know that you had mentioned that Ben Simmons is a really good defender, in which he is. And, he kind of made it tough for Luka, but Luka still got, numbers against Ben Simmons. It's not like he locked him up. But Luka, what I'm starting to notice about him, man, he leaves his feet far too much looking to try to create. And those turnovers, they're so untimely, man, and they're unnecessary. When I see a turnover, I want to see it by way of the other team making a really, really good defensive play or like getting after you or something. But those unforced turnovers, trying to throw the ball through traffic and all that we got to get away from that, Luka. You're too good of a player to be doing that type of thing.
They're just tearing the Mavs up right here. They're just doing whatever they want against the Mavs.
Yeah, and then this guy.
Kick doors with a little 2-pointer.
Yeah, he hasn't been giving us much lately either, man. I'm not sure what's going on with Josh Richardson.
Oh, okay, Josh Green. Don't give it to him like that.
All of this is some of those empty calories that I was telling you about that other team in Arlington tends to put up.
Why take a shot? Hey, why taking shots at the Rangers, man?
Hey, I'm just saying. Those are my guys too. But
lead the Texas Rangers out of this.
Oh no! I'm not even talking about. They don't even register as a real team to me, man. When I watch baseball, I watch my Los Angeles Dodgers play, man. I'm a Rangers fan by geographical location only. I'm here to tell you.
Oh, wow.
Now, I was a fan. See, I'm an old school Rangers fan from the days of old Will Clark and Otis Nixon and those guys like that back in the day, Rusty Greer and those guys. This new age Rangers thing, I'm not sure what the hell they got going on. I was referring to that team that has a star on their helmet. They like a lot of empty calories too.
Somebody called Bandwagon Billy.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not a bandwagon guy, man. I've been a Dodgers fan for a very long time now.
Okay, there is the I put it out on Facebook and into the I'm gonna put it out again. Okay, there it is. There's the link right there. If you type that in, you can get in, and it's on Twitch. But hold on, I'm gonna go over here to this right here. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna also put it in the watch party. Real quick.
Let's get our listeners involved tonight.
There's that. Anybody want to click on the link and join us? There it is right there. All you got to do is click on it. I'm going to go to Twitter. Quote the tweet.
It's out there. We're getting it shared. Guys, if you want to talk Mavs tonight, this is the night. This is a test run. We're going to see how this thing works out, and if it works out the way that we think it's going to work out, then man, this might be a new occurrence.
Click on the link and join. No, you're gonna have to go to the Facebook page and click on it, Shane. The link's on there.
I'm getting this thing.
Oh wow! You're not gonna believe this one. You're not gonna believe this one. You're not gonna believe it. First off, first out of the gate, I want to welcome this person to the Mavs post game show, Billy. I didn't know this was gonna happen, but it's just happened. because joining us live right now is Mr. EA Sports DFW. Look at that. Look at that.
Can you all hear
that. Yes, we can hear you just fine, Mr.
Awesome. How are you guys doing?
What's up,
what the hell do you want, man?
I was kind of busy watching like The Crown on Netflix, and then there's some basketball game that was going on.
Yeah.
Like the thing with the hoop and that thing. Anyway, oh yeah, the Mavericks. They kind of sucked tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, it didn't look good tonight, EA. Not sure
they did not. First of all, I like this. If we just had Tovash, who knows when he shows up. But
wow, take a shot. Man's daughter's going to Howard University.
Yeah.
If you want to take a shot at the man.
Hey, congratulations to her, but not to him.
Wow.
No.
What do you have for us, Mr. Azad?
I got a question for Bandwagon Billy there.
Wow.
I really a Dodgers fan, seriously. Anyway, what's gonna happen in the playoffs? We know this team's gonna be there. We know that they're generally gonna get there. But what's gonna happen? I kind of like Walt's take there. Maybe they do need that play-in tournament to get them going, because honestly, if they get in there, who knows how long it's gonna take for KP and Luka to warm up again to get to that ultimate goal. So all I have to say is, Billy, because you're the basketball expert here, not Walt. We just know that. Billy, what is it going to take for this Mavericks team? Do you think they're going to get in the playoffs? Do you think they're going to be a play-in team? What's your prediction? And do we need KP to get off this whole playing on the back-to-back?
Well, that is an excellent question, EA. And I'll tell you this much, man. I am not really a big fan of the sitting on the second night of back-to-backs. I think KP needs as much playing time as possible. He makes this team better. I think we all can see that and understand it.
My uncle.
Makes better. Now, having said that, I kind of agree with Walt, man. I think they might need that little play-in situation, man. They need to get into playoff mode early. They need to be playing with that level of commitment and intensity right now, man, because if they try to just mosey their way into the playoffs and just try to start up, we don't have an on-off button like the Clippers thought they had last year, or like the previous Warriors teams and stuff like that. We have to be in the rhythm, man. And this Mavericks team right now, granted they've lost 2 straight games. EA, they're not playing well. They're doing things. They're reverting back to some of the things that we saw before, not playing with a lot of great energy, and they've got to get that fixed.
I just want to say this. I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for yesterday against the Spurs. That was a hell of a game. I'm sorry, but that was a hell of a game. That was a lot of energy from a lot of the players.
No, it shouldn't have been a hell of a game, okay? They don't have a star player. You got beat by some B-team players.
Yo, DeMar DeRozan was on something else last night. I think our friend Carolina slipped him something down there in San Antonio before he got up here, because DeMar DeRozan was on another level. But overall, that was a great game.
Future Dallas Maverick right there.
And I just want to say this. I think we got to give them credit. I think this was expected. No KP and the second night of back-to-back when you just lost the night before on the last-second jumper. You know, it's going to happen, these games. I think the Mavericks, honestly, are in better shape than what we think. They've played extremely well over the last month or so, especially once they got back into a rhythm. So let's wait a bit. All these Mavericks fans, I was going to say one thing. All you Mavericks fans, stop with it. It is a marathon. Please, it's a marathon. Stop. This is not the Dallas Cowboys. Every freaking week we have somebody.
Why are we taking a shot at the Cowboys? I don't understand this for the same of my life. This is the second Cowboys shot in a Mavericks postgame show.
Well, I see that we got a lot of people ready to come on here. First of all, I just want to say this. You guys are doing it well. Keep it up. bFb postgame show all the time. Don't worry. Well, I'll be here tomorrow night, Tuesday night, on the actual show, bFb, where I'm the star of the show. So,
oh, my God. I mean, looking at the YouTube videos, he really is. I mean, good God.
I know, right?
Camera can't get enough of this guy.
I'm now the face.
Hey, EA, are you the face that runs the place?
That's right.
Hey, tune in tomorrow night. We will be in studio. Mr. Azad will be there. Mr. at EA Sports DFW, talking Cowboys, Mavs, all that tomorrow night.
Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, this guy, that's your guy right there. You got to take a shot at the Dallas Cowboys.
Follow our guy at EA Sports DFW, man. That's a good little Twitter.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. This is an honor and treat right here. What we got coming up next right here. This guy is a big time fan of us, Billy, and I'm actually proud to have this guy join us on the stream right now. You know him very well. You see him all the time, comment on our stuff. He's actually out there moving. I want to say moving some weight for us with getting people to tune into the show. Here he goes right here. Shane joining us right here on the broadcast. There he is in the flesh.
What's going on, my man?
What's good?
Hey,
how you doing tonight, man?
I'm good.
What you got for us?
Nothing much. Just disappointed with the effort tonight.
Oh man, I was questioning the effort too. I was about to put out on Twitter. I stopped myself. I was like, I'm going to save that for the post game show. I didn't see a lot of effort tonight, Shane. You're absolutely right. The effort was piss poor tonight. Very piss poor.
Yeah, they looked very lethargic. They were barely moving up and down the floor. It just didn't.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike Bassick. Don't do this. Come on, Mike Bassick. Don't do this. Hey, Mike Bassick, we gave out the link. If you want to join us on the post game show, just click on the link and join us as we talk Mavs tonight.
Shane, I'd have to agree with you, man. The effort looked very, very piss poor, man. Those guys looked abysmal tonight. Just the way they were moving up and down the floor. There wasn't much energy. And to what I had mentioned earlier, man, Philly punched us in the mouth tonight. And when they did, we did not punch back. It looked like we had we took their early punches. And when they let Embiid loose on us, we just said, I guess we can't stop him, so I guess we'll stop playing. Then Seth Curry starts knocking down shots, and then Danny Green knocks down shots, and then the dweeb, whoever he was, he starts knocking down shots. So it's like, man, they just didn't seem to fight back, man. They didn't have a lot of fight tonight, and that's not a good thing from the team that we like to follow down here in Dallas. It's not a good look.
Hey, Shane. So, do you agree? You think we need that play-in game to get us going?
No.
Oh, no play-in game. You just want to just get in the playoffs.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Mike, thank you for joining us, man. We got somebody else coming up next. Hey, Shane. No, before you go, man. Thank you for all the love and support that you showed to me and Billy, man. It
Absolutely.
really means a lot to us, man.
Of course.
It means so much to us, man.
This is the best podcast after every Mavericks game. I'm thrilled that I've discovered this, and I love to continue to contribute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, it means the world, man. You don't know how much that means to me, man. Me and Billy put in so much work on this post game show and on bFb, man. It's finally great to see somebody out there enjoys it, man, as much as you do.
Of course.
Hey, man. Of course, are you gonna come back and join us on the next game?
Oh,
look at there! There's our friend.
What's up, right
there. How you doing?
Good, you?
Pretty good.
No, hold on. I have to ask our friend.
Go ahead, Billy. Go ahead.
I have to ask you a question here, okay? Are the Mavericks maybe within the next 2 or 3 years? Do you think they can win a championship?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna win a championship.
There it is. She said it's gonna happen. She said
there it is.
It's gonna happen.
I love both of you guys. Thank you so much, man.
Get ready for the parade. We're going.
All right, bye, guys.
All right, man.
Hey, Kendrick, come back. Come back, Kendrick. I don't know where you went, Kendrick, but come back. You were on the screen, then you dropped off. Come back, Kendrick.
That is excellent, man. I'm so glad to finally meet our friend Abby, man. She's a big fan of the show. Big Mavericks fans, man. I love to see it, man. That made my night. That got my juices flowing over here.
Yeah, man. It's so good to finally meet little Abby, man. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man. Let's get over here. I don't know where Kendrick was on the screen, but he dropped out. I want to tell him to come back wherever he's at. Come back, Kendrick.
Now our friend Mike has got to calm down with this, man. We lost on Andre Drummond a long time ago. and Walt, the crazy thing is Andre Drummond is hooping in LA. He's not playing good basketball. He's hooping over there.
Oh, he's hooping, huh?
He's hooping out there. I seen him with some left hand layups and driving the lane, and I mean, as Shannon calls him, or is that Skip? Who is it? They call it Kareem Abdul-Drummond or something. They call.
Oh, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to be ashamed of
that
yourselves.
man's balling down there in LA right now. He's hooping.
Okay. I guess while we wait on the next person, let's go to some stats here real quick. Well, I like to call it the stats and the facts.
Oh, come on, Mike. Stop doing that to him. Mike is now taking the opportunity to clown Kristaps Porzingis again. See, it's gotten out of hand. It's gotten out of hand.
All right, let me get that up real quick.
Let's see here.
Hey, listen, man, the link is out there, man. Anybody wants to come on and join us and talk some basketball with us, join us. Just click on the link on the Facebook page or on the Twitter feed. We got you. Kendrick, come back. You hopped on and you hopped off. Come back, Kendrick.
Where's our friend?
We definitely want to hear from you. We definitely want to hear from you.
Alexander Moten at?
Oh my God, please. This guy. That guy. Click on the link and come back, Kendrick. We definitely want to talk to you.
I would like to hear from our guy John. I see he was on here, and then our guy Jason over in the Philippines. Man,
I would love to hear from Jason in the Philippines tonight. I would love to hear that.
Come on back and click on that link, man. Let's get some of this FaceTime going.
Wait a minute. Here he is, right here. the Kendrick. It's almost like he speaks. It's almost like he calls himself in the third person. But here he is, the Kendrick. I like it. It's very cocky. It's very cocky.
What's up, my guy?
I like it.
Actually, that's my real name, my guy.
The Kendrick.
Yeah. Hey, don't blame me. Blame my mom's brother.
Hey, I'm gonna need to see a birth certificate and social security card or something to confirm this.
Man, they built all around the city. No, I'm just asking my brother Billy, you know, what happened to the best player on the team when he don't show up to face the other team's best player? I mean, I don't remember Dirk saying I had to take an injury replacement off him. He plays Duncan and KG and C Webb and and Shaq.
You know, in all fairness, I think tonight it was a coach's decision. Now, I don't agree.
Coach's decision.
Listen, we all know that KP doesn't want to take these games off. I think we're not doing right if we think that KP is looking to take these games off. The Mavericks have a plan for him. I don't agree with the plan. I think he should be playing every night that he's available. Yeah. I don't think that it would have ultimately helped them tonight because the Sixers are just they're a bruising style basketball team. They'll beat
wrong matchup.
That's not going to work out well for KP, but I do think he would have helped us a little bit. I think he could have kind of helped mitigate Embiid by making him play defense. But at the same time, he wasn't available, man. And this Mavericks team, like I said, man, we just got punched in the mouth tonight early and often.
Yeah.
And we never responded, man. It's like Mike Tyson hit you. Mike Tyson hit you. There wasn't no hitting back, man.
Hey, I'll tell you this. The Mavericks must be really embarrassed by tonight. They got them interviews in quick tonight. I mean, them things.
Hey, but man, they got to get on that plane to Memphis and see if they don't get that work put in by Ja.
Man.
Hey,
on Wednesday.
Listen, man. Hey,
they facing a hot team Wednesday, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Kendrick, I ain't never seen interviews put in this fast.
Hey, when you try to get out of there, hey, when you getting 20 ball, and basically you could have got 40 ball. And remember, Joe didn't play that fourth quarter. This fourth quarter night, man, he may went off for 60.
Yeah, he could have very well gave you 50-something points tonight, man, if he wanted.
He was putting in that work, man. He's putting it. But hey, other question I wanted to ask y'all before I get on out of here. I remember I tweeted this out early on, but I wanted to make this statement. I remember Rick Carlisle saying, you remember the officer, he said, we can't have a bunch of milk drinkers. But it seems to me, all they want to have is him, Mark, and Donnie, all they want to have is a bunch of milk drinkers. I remember I tweeted this out. I'm in the fourth quarter. I mean, I think I tweeted this out to you, Billy. I said, Dwight Powell, at least be a man, dude. You got Dwight Howard basically pushing you in the back. He didn't turn around and say nothing to him. He pushed you down. You hit your head against another player. You walked away from him. And I'm like, okay. And you talking about, well, this kind of guy. This is the kind of guy that's a man for life. I mean, you serious, dude? I mean, what's going on with that? These guys gonna realize you got to have tough veterans or tough guys that actually done been through the wars, not guys who at least if I may know Dwight Howard more talented than me. But I'm not going to let him just pump me up on the, because that's just like a double whammy right there.
Right. Well, the thing is with the Mavericks, man, and it kind of trickles over. Walt, you're going to kill me for saying this, but I'm going to have to refer to.
Go ahead.
Star on the helmet. They under Jason Garrett, the team with the star on the helmet, they wanted the right guys. The Mavericks have this idea that they want these goody guys. They don't seem to. I'm not going to say they don't appreciate toughness, but we can say this amongst each other here, man. The Mavericks need more. I'll say more ethnicity on this basketball team. Take that for what it's worth.
I take it for what it's worth. Yeah, you preach my language.
They're soft in certain areas, man. They don't have any dogs on the team. When I look at this Mavericks team, I don't see anybody that reminds me of like a Lance Stevenson. Not saying that you have to have him particular, but you don't have any dogs on this team. You don't have nobody who can get in somebody's face and say, "Hey, no, this ain't going to do it." Luka's not going to do that. KP's not going to do that.
Yeah, that's why I tweeted out to Sean Sharif. I said, Serge Ibaka would be perfect for this team.
Yeah,
just the guy that's not going to take no stuff, man.
Right. But for whatever reason, the Mavericks they seem to be more focused on being an all-European team, and they don't really want. For whatever reason, they just don't know how to go out and get dogs, man. I want dogs on the floor that are going to, when it comes down to it, they're going to check a Marcus Morris. If Joel Embiid pushes you to the ground, they're going to get in his face. They might not be as talented as you said, but they're not that they have heart. That's what I think the Mavericks team lacks in the end. I think teams can pump them if needed.
Yeah. And I like Maxey. I mean, they're good guys. Dwight, good guys. I met Dwight at a function. Good guy, but I don't want to go down a dark alley with him. I got to go into a fight with somebody.
Hey Kendrick, man. Appreciate you hopping on with us, man. We also enjoy your commentary too. And your contributions when you see us on, man. We definitely appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
All right, but that's got one thing. Y'all do a great job. Y'all got a great show, man. Keep it up, brother.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. That means everything.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Our guy.
I love it, man. These people want to talk to us, Billy. The questions are flying in. But before we go in, before they go, you know what? The people actually like us, Billy. The people do actually like us.
Maybe this thing is trending in the right direction, man.
You have to forgive me. I got this player hater in the back trying to get me to take him outside.
I see him back there.
Yeah, he was all up on me. My kids, I'm like, bro, just give me a second. Jason Tejada, if you don't click on this link and join us in this post game, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. I might jump out this third floor balcony if you don't join us.
Don't do it. I saw the third floor too, man. It'll be a double whammy, man. It'll be a bad situation.
Well, before we get to that point, let's hear what Rick Carlisle had to say about tonight's loss against the Philadelphia 76ers.
Embiid was just dominant out there. It was really difficult to deal with him. We elected to start smaller, to have another ball handler, to try to stretch their bigs out. But the two quick fouls on Maxey made that difficult, and he just kept fouling guys out of the game in terms of 2 in the first quarter, 3 in the second. It's difficult. He's a great player. He's really matured a lot, grown a lot, and he showed everything tonight. Everything from back end dunks, turnaround shots, threes, face-ups, the whole deal, and passed the ball well too. So that was a big problem. And, we had some stretches where we got a little bit of traction, but could never get quite enough. And so it was a difficult night.
Tim McMahon.
Rick, you mentioned the maturity of Embiid's game. How have you seen his game grow over the years?
Yeah, I just see it, in today's game with young players, it just takes a while to understand everything that goes into the consistency of winning. I thought Brett Brown did a great job of bringing him along to where he got to last year, and Doc has taken that, and Joel's obviously a spot now where he's taking it to another level, really in all areas. I mean, as a player, as a leader, there's just a much greater level of consistency out there, and it's not just him. It's Simmons is I see it there too, they're going to be very, very difficult to beat in the East. And so, I wish we had our full complement of guys and, had a day of rest coming into the game. But, this season, you're rarely going to get what you want when it comes to that kind of stuff. So these are two tough losses. We got to regroup and get ready for Wednesday in Memphis.
Brad?
Yeah, Rick, as you indicated, it's difficult circumstances playing back-to-back and being short of players. In recent weeks, you guys statistically had been among the best teams in the NBA. What is your confidence level about being able to kind of turn around this, dip of 3 losses in 4 games?
Well, we've been through dips in this schedule before. Our group has shown that they have the ability to be very resilient. And so this is another opportunity to show that. We've got to drill down on the things that are really important for us headed into Wednesday. We'll digest everything from tonight. We'll look at the last game with Memphis, which I've already done. And, they were without a couple of their guys last time, and so it's going to be tougher this time. But this is just it's a challenging season, and you've got to have the attitude that you love the challenge. I mean, that's how it's got to be. And our guys have done that really to this point, and they've seen a lot of them.
Tim Cato will be the last one.
Hey, Rick, what did you see from JJ Redick's debut?
Listen, I love the way he moves on the court. It's tough. He's been out 3.5 weeks, may even be longer. But, for coming back onto the floor for the first time in that period of time for an NBA game, I thought he moved very well. He fights his butt off defensively to hold his own within the system. And I think he's going to help us. I just think his shooting, his experience, he's also a very underrated screener, which is very important in today's game. So he's going to help us, and we'll see how he's doing tomorrow. The hope is that he's doing fine and continues to cycle up in a positive way from his rehab.
Thanks, Rick.
Well, Billy, how you feel about those comments?
I like what Rick was saying. He just admitted to what happened, man. That's a good team that we played tonight, Walt. There's no need to make excuses. We played a really good basketball team tonight that will probably ultimately be there in the end in the Eastern Conference. They just beat us up, man. We weren't ready to match their level of intensity. Well, I think anybody who watches basketball and has any idea as to what the hell's going on, that team is skill and personnel wise, they're better than us, just all the way across the board. We have some individual talent, but we don't have the collective talent that they have as a basketball team. And their coach is top notch. So it was a rough night, but like he said, man, we got to move on. We got to move forward. You got a good, hot Memphis team. Our guy Kendrick pointed it out. Memphis is playing very well right now, Walt. This isn't let's not get confused with the records here. All the records are out the window. Sometimes you catch a team and they're playing really good basketball, and that's what the Grizzlies are doing. So we have a tough game coming up on Wednesday. We need to drop this one, get this behind us, and go ahead and get ready to move on, get a good practice in, and let's get ready because we have a battle. We have to have this game on Wednesday. We cannot go into a losing streak. 2 games in a row. All right, we're on the edge. We cannot, in a race like what we're in now, Walt, we cannot afford to lose 3-4 games in a row. I told you the other night that I thought we have a lot of winnable games coming up, including Memphis. We got to just go ahead and get one there, start there, and let's get this thing rolling again in the right direction and figure it out.
Well, let's hear from the second best player on the team right now, Luka, as you said a couple last night. Let's go to him and hear what he has to say about his performance tonight after they're on the court.
Okay, we're going to start in Spanish. Pedro.
Thanks, Renee. Luka, ¿qué tiene este equipo de Filadelfia que durante la temporada regular les ha dado a ustedes bastante batalla y parece que es un equipo difícil, ¿no? de enfrentar?
Bueno, tiene muchas armas y creo que en defensa son muy buenos. Creo que han mejorado este año. Y bueno, tienen a Embiid, que es un problema grave.
Okay, Ferdinand.
Saludos, Luka. ¿Qué te pareció la incorporación de JJ Redick?
Muy bien. Su primer partido. Creo que él también está feliz de volver. Yo creo que va a ir mejorando cada partido. Siempre es difícil los primeros partidos cuando no juega mucho. Y creo que va a ir mejorando.
Okay, we're going to do these last 3. Alexander.
Luka, izvanredna tvoja igra 32 poena, ali da li je Filadelfija i suviše težak protivnik u ovom trenutku ili kako ocjenjuješ utakmicu?
Kako može još jedno?
Imao si 32 poena, izvanredno si igrao, ali da li je Filadelfija bila težak protivnik ili nešto drugo bio razlog da niste ipak uspjeli da ih pobedite? Šta vidite, kako ocjenjuješ utakmicu večeras sve u svemu?
Mislim da smo promašili mnogo šuteva, što inače damo mnogo otvorenih šuteva, a ipak Philadelphia je baš dobro igrala danas i u obrambi i u napadu, tako da je bila teška utakmica.
Eddie?
Hey, Luka, what's your concern level right now after the 3 losses in 4 games, especially with a kind of now an important game against Memphis in the division coming up?
No concern, obviously you can win some games, you can lose. Obviously today, Philadelphia played great. They got Embiid in there, which is a huge problem for everybody. But I don't have concern. We just gotta keep improving. We can't win every game and just keep playing that hard.
And last one, Callie.
Hey, Luka, looking at Memphis coming up on Wednesday, how much at this time of year do you look at the playoff standings or pay attention to that or think about the prospect of the play-in?
I mean, obviously, we're trying to get this 6th seed. I don't understand the idea of playing. You play 72 games to get in the playoffs, and then maybe you lose 2 in a row and you're out of the playoffs. So I don't see the point of that. But we're just trying here to get to the 6th spot, and I think that's our goal right now.
Okay.
Maybe even more than 6th spot.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Billy, how you like what your nephew had to say?
Wasn't overly concerned about what he was talking about. He just kind of nonchalantly kind of threw it to the side. you know, Luka's not a fun interview after losses, and rightfully so, man. I mean, one thing I'll give him credit for, Walt, the great Kobe Bryant was like this, man. You know, the whole thing about you gotta hate losing more than you love winning, and I think Luka has that in him. He really, really hates it when they lose. Whether it be his fault or anybody else's fault. He just hates when they lose. He's not a fun interview after the fact, and rightfully so. But you can just tell he's ready to go ahead and drop this and move on to the next game. Hopefully, he just got to come out and play better, man. The truth of the matter is this, Walt. Luka Doncic has not been playing Luka basketball over the past little while. Yeah, you're getting numbers, but affecting the game the way that he typically was doing, Walt, it's just not the same. There is a new, I'm not going to say there's a new sheriff in town completely, but there's a new guy that has stepped up and has kind of taken on that role in a sense, man. And Luka's not in his absence, but in the time that he has not been playing well. And I don't know if that's under him. I don't know if that's bothering him a little bit. I don't know. Maybe they'll get back out there and they'll throw all this to the side, but Luka's
maybe he watches the show and hear you talk down.
Hey, no, listen. If he does, he's got to listen. If I'm the reason that Luka's not playing well or not doing well, then he's got to get a lot mentally tougher because I'm just a guy. Okay, I'm a guy that occupies an apartment in the Carrollton area. Okay,
you might start. Watch out! You might start getting some of the Rappaport comments in your DMs.
Luka's not built like that other guy, so no, we don't have to worry about that. He's not built like that.
I say let's go to Dodo and hear what he had to say. Wait a minute. Why is Dodo getting in here? Wait.
That's
What did he give me tonight? He gave me 3 points. Okay, I guess we can check out Dodo.
Right, if that's what you like.
Okay, folks. Eddie.
Hey, Dorian, how tough is it to go against a guy as big and strong and physical as Embiid when you guys obviously are playing smallish like tonight?
It was tough, man. Maxey, picked up like 2 early fouls. We were a little short on base, and next man had to step up. He just got a rhythm going. We got to the free throw line early. It's easy for that basket to look bigger when you get to the free throw line a couple times, and that's what he did.
Callie?
Hey, Dorian, I'm curious, when KP's not playing, how much of the scoring load is expected to kind of fall to the front court guys that are in his spot versus how much of the scoring load kind of has to be absorbed by the rest of the lineup or the rest of the guys out there?
We don't really look at, where the shot's going to come from when, KP ain't playing. We just, next man got to step up. And we know it's going to be more shots out there. And tonight, I feel like I got the shots and I got a couple shots and I ain't knock them down in the corner, but the guys did a good job of finding me and I respond next game.
Dwayne?
Yes, Dorian, you guys had a lot of stuff going your way. Now you've lost 3 out of your last 4. How do you dig yourself out of this funk that you're in right now?
Got to go back to the drawing board and figure out what we got to do. But it's a long season. We got to, try to get this game in Memphis. We've been playing some tough teams, and the night was one of them nights where, after a back-to-back, you got to guard a big fella, and it was tough.
All right, last one, Tim McMahon.
Hey, Dodo. Luka just says he doesn't like the idea of a play-in tournament because he doesn't really understand the whole idea of it. Curious your thoughts on that, and how much of a motivating factor is it for you guys to try to avoid being in that 7 or 8 spot?
Yeah, I don't think nobody want to be in the play-in game, but you work hard to get into a good seed, and then you still got to play to get in the playoffs. So I don't think nobody want to be in that spot, because anything goes in one game.
All right, thank you. Jalen is here.
Well, Billy, play-in game is looking in their future, and I think they need that play-in game just to get them going.
Well, they shouldn't need that to get them motivated to play basketball and play at a high level. But some teams they tend to when you have to kick into desperation mode a little early, man, it grabs your attention. Look at what it did for the Portland Trailblazers last year in the bubble, man. They got down there, and Dame and those boys took off, man. They took off. They were in a situation where they had to play well, and they did. And their stars showed up, and not only did they play well, man, they I'm not gonna say they challenged the Lakers, but I mean, people thought they would challenge the Lakers to a certain extent, and they did as well as they could. But I think sometimes it's good, man. I mean, it's the equivalent of when you're playing football. You get to the month of December. If you're a team, you going into December with 4 games left, and you're 10-2, you don't really have much. You're not really worried about anything. But if you're a team that's 6-5 going into December, and you're in a winnable division, you kick in. You start getting into playoff mode right then and there. Maybe this Mavericks team needs that little kick in the ass a little bit to kind of get them going. Again, tonight is a tough, measuring stick just because it's the Sixers and you were playing without your second best the best player on the team over the past couple of weeks. And the key component
I was going to say, no, they played with their second best player according to you.
Well, yeah, the second best player over the last couple of weeks. But I'm just saying, they're playing without a valuable and key component to their basketball team, and you played against a really good basketball team. So I'm not going to use tonight as the ultimate measuring stick, but they've got to find a way, Walt. You're going to run into teams like the Sixers. You're going to run into teams like Portland who are going to try to get physical and bully you. And if the narrative on this Mavericks team is that they are soft, it will be just like the old Dirk Nowitzki teams, they'll bully you. They'll try to get under you. They'll try to get you out of your game. And they feel like, that's how they can take advantage of you. And this Mavericks team has got to dig deep and find some level of toughness. Like, Walt, I want you to just, while you're there, man, and you're thinking about it, and I challenge our listeners to do the same right now. As you look down the roster of this Mavericks team, who's the tough guy? Who's the enforcer?
We traded him away for JJ. Remember? The dojo man. That's who we're supposed to be the tough guy.
Well, if that was the best.
Well, apparently, Wednesday, this weekend, JJ might be the tough guy. I mean, he got an attitude with me for a question I asked, so he might be the tough guy on the team.
Well, it's like what Charlemagne the God said to old Birdman when they came on the show that one day. He said, "Why you get tough with me?" He said, "I'm just a radio guy."
Yeah, why you getting tough with me? Why you on? I'm just a guy asking the question. Why you want to get mad at me? You said it.
Yeah, don't get tough with me. So my thing is, if you look up and down this roster, man, like where's the toughness coming from? Who's the dog on this team? The Mavericks have really got to consider that next year when they built this team. I'm not saying you just go get guys who are going to intentionally foul people and are nasty players, but you have to have guys who are tough and gritty and who, when they're getting their ass kicked, they're going to stand up, they're going to say something, they're going to light a fire under something. I looked at the Mavericks tonight, and as Philly kept punching us in the mouth, the guys were just looking at one another, and nobody was doing anything. Everybody, we're looking at the refs. Luka's doing the old ref, throwing up the hand thing here, and guys are running back. Guys are, looking at each other.
You want a Dwight Howard cheap shot artist on the team?
It'd be nice to have a couple of those guys. It'd be nice to have a couple of those guys. You got to have some level of a dog on your team, Walt. You cannot. No championship caliber team doesn't have that.
You need to have a thug you can send out there and do them dirty.
Yeah, give me a Deshaun Stevenson type, just in a bigger version. A bigger version.
Yeah, okay, I got you some stack 5 action.
Yeah,
or Matt Barnes or something like that.
Exactly. I need guys like that.
Somebody's gonna run in the crowd. Somebody's gonna run in the crowd and throw hands.
You don't even have to get up in the crowd, but there needs to be at least a threat, an idea that hey, we don't want to mess with this guy. Okay, so somebody dial up Matt Barnes. Let's see what he's doing. See if we can get him on a veteran minimum.
Well, him and Stack 5 doing a podcast, so you ain't getting him.
Hey, get both of them. Bring them both. Look here, man. We got spots to come on through. Even if you just have to stand there at the end of the bench and just yell at guys, we need some toughness on this team, please.
All right, let's check out this last interview. It's Jalen Brunson right here.
All right, Brad.
Yeah, Jalen, what's your confidence level in your guys' ability to kind of turn things around? Statistically, you guys were among the top 10, among the top teams in the league in the last month, but here you've lost 3 of your last 4.
Short-term memory. We know what we're capable of. We've done it before. Just gonna have to find a way to get over this hump. We have the personnel to do it, and we gotta stick together.
All right, Callie.
Hey, Jalen. With Memphis coming up on Wednesday, obviously that's 7 versus 8 at this point in the playoff standings. I'm curious, how much do you pay attention to the standings about 20 games out? And like Tim asked Dorian, how much of that is being out of the play-in tournament a motivating factor for the team right now?
Yeah, one thing I know for sure is that this team is motivated on just playing our next game. So Memphis is a good team. Obviously, we're having a pretty good season in playoff contention. So, yeah, we don't want to be in that position to be in a 1 or 2 game series, but we got to focus on Memphis. And we can't look ahead. I think looking ahead can cause problems on the present. So we're not going to worry about that.
Dwayne?
Yes, Jalen, you guys have lost 3 of your last 4. Is it any 1 or 2 things you can look at and say, if we do this better, we can get this thing turned around?
Play better defense and play better offense. Find something.
All right, thanks, JB.
What do you got to say after that? What did you want to say?
Well, I like what he was saying. I like what our friend Jalen Brunson was saying. Just make it simple. When you play better offense, better defense. But see, while I was also being occupied during that interview by our guy at Tovas 10, he has decided. He's decided to appear on Twitter, and I tweeted. I was like, the Mavericks need dogs on this team. And
why don't you give him the link and let's see, can we get him on tonight? I mean, this would be great if we can get him on tonight. I'll probably. But before we go to him, we got a special guest joining us right now. Okay, this is another big time supporter of the show. You see him all the time here commenting. Actually, he just let us know that he's home and he's here. So here he is right here, Cashman 41, joining us here on the post game show.
There he is.
What up, y'all?
What's going on, man? Oh, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all, but there's 2 things going on at once. It's hard to hear.
Okay, what you got? Can you hear us good now? Because I cut the video off.
Yeah, I can hear you. So my question is, when do we look at this roster and say when can we upgrade this whole roster? Honestly, just upgrade it all around.
Go ahead, Billy. I'll let you take that one.
Well, it's going to be tough to upgrade this roster right now. I mean, just the way it's currently constructed. I mean, it's clear they need an upgrade for sure. We agree on that, man. I mean, you got Luka, you got KP. I think those are about the only untouchable guys, and people will argue that KP is a guy that can be moved. But I tell you what, man, they do need to upgrade it, man. This team needs an overhaul with toughness.
Like you're right, toughness.
Yeah, they need an overhaul in toughness. That scoring is not the issue. You need guys that will go out there and defend and be tough and who are not afraid to knock somebody down. And what are we doing? We don't need to be extending our hands
like
out.
Tyson Chandler.
Yeah. You haven't had toughness on this team since the days of Tyson Chandler. If you really, 2011. Yeah, 10 years ago, Walt. That was the last time you had legit toughness on this basketball team.
Wait a minute. Are you upset about them extending their hand out and helping people up? Is that what I was getting ready to hear you say?
Yeah. What are we doing? Dwight Howard's not helping anybody up. And it's not because you're a bad person. It's just, dude, you want to make them earn every bit of it, man. I mean, what is the purpose of going in? It's just like football. What's the purpose of going and sacking the quarterback and then helping them up? What's the purpose of that? What did you just do? You might as well not even got to.
You just need to get tough guys, period. That's basically.
tough,
or
mentally.
Deshaun Stevenson type guard, but good players that could actually play well with high IQ while on the court at all times.
Absolutely. You have got to find a way to have that type of thing. Right now, the Mavericks, I think Rick Carlisle, he knows what he's doing, but they don't have the personnel to match what it is that they're trying to do. I don't know if this team wants to be up and down, fast paced.
We need a player that loves to play defense. Just love to play defense all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, like Tony Allen.
Play in the lane, play the lane on defense, so we could play in the lane, just defend, steal, and dunk it.
Yeah. You need guys who are going to defend and rebound. Well, we've been talking about rebounding all year long, and this team has still not addressed it.
So you don't want to have the no rebound clock going on anymore? You don't
Aaron Gordon would have been great. I wanted Aaron Gordon here, man. He would have been great.
And where did Aaron Gordon go? I saw him play up
the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah,
the Denver
Nuggets. Look at what he's doing over there. Look at what he's doing over there. Instant impact. That's what good front offices do, Walt. They go and they grab guys.
Whoa.
They grab guys. Yeah, that's what good front
offices do. Zach LaVine dropped 50 the other night.
Yeah, they go get good guys and they add them and they say, hey, you know what? It wasn't working there, but this is what we can do here. And look at Aaron Gordon, looking like he could be a part of a very, very deep playoff run.
That was triple.
What did we do?
I want to answer this question also. It's going to be hard to when you trade away all your draft picks and you can't draft anybody there, Cash Man.
Yeah, we got 0 draft picks.
Zero. We gave them all away. We gave them away for JJ Redick, who yelled at me in the press conference the other day. I know, Billy. I'm gonna let it go. I'll let it go, Billy.
1 point, Redick. What's up with that, man? Come on.
And then we got Nico Melli out of that deal. So there goes your draft picks.
Yeah, and where was Melli at in the first half? Like these rotations, I don't understand these rotations at all, man.
I don't understand the rotations either. I don't understand what Rick Carlisle is trying to do. Again, I'm going to leave the coaching to him. He has all the years of coaching. You know, but they got to figure out something, man.
Brunson, I'll tell you what, he's going a lot, man, on this team. Bucket Brunson. I call him Bucket Brunson, man.
I like Jalen Brunson. Tovash, I'm still arguing with him here on my Twitter now.
I gave him the link. I don't know what we're still arguing about. He's got the link. Let's do this live, Tovash. At Tovash 10, let's get on here.
Cash Man, let me just say this real quick. I got at Tovash 10. He tells us that when we were talking about dogs, he said Luka's a dog.
Man, I think all these contracts that are expiring.
I think we losing them.
They're gonna be gone after this year. Really, honestly.
I think we're losing you a little bit. Can you hear us? Okay, there we go. We got you back. Hey, listen, man. Thank you for joining us, man. Let me tell you something. You are the big reason that me and Billy started what we're doing right here, right now. You're a big key and a big reason why we started this. So we definitely want to thank you, man. And you're welcome. We're gonna be doing this from now on for the rest of the season. So after any game, you're more than welcome to join us anytime, man.
Hop on, man. Anytime.
Hop on anytime. You're more than welcome.
That's our guy. Good deal.
I love that, man. I love his passion. I love his energy. I love everything he's got for us, man. What is that Tovash 10 doing? I mean, what are we doing?
He's trying to convince me that Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic are the dogs of this team. And that may very well be the truth, but that's not good enough. That's what I'm driving home. It's not good enough. Jalen Brunson, how much of a dog can he be at his size? I mean, I respect him. I really do. I'm a Jalen Brunson guy. But I'm just talking about when it comes to toughness, you're not going to expect Jalen Brunson to go up to Joel Embiid or to Dwight Howard and stuff. He just doesn't have the physical stature to match up with those guys. You don't have any big men who are tough. You don't have any. Whether it's Dwight Howard, whether it's Carlisle, whether it's Porzingis, Boban, all these guys are very, very likable guys. But I mean, what are you gonna do? It like you said, are you gonna trust any of these guys to walk down a dark alley with you and hold down in a situation?
No. I'm about to say Cleveland.
Which one of those guys are you riding through Oak Cliff with, Walt? Which one?
No, nobody. Neither one. Nobody.
Okay.
No, nobody.
What's your problem?
Oh man, you know what, man? We gotta at least do the stats, man. We gotta at least do the stats. We gotta do it. We can't get out here without doing the stats. So let's go over here real quick. Maxi Kleber gave you 3 points in 14 minutes tonight, Billy.
Not good enough.
Not good enough?
Period. I can't get excited about that.
Dorian Finney Smith, 12 points. Actually, he gave you a double-double night. He gave you 12 and 11.
That wasn't a bad night from Finney Smith. I thought he did good considering what he was asked to do. I mean, who was his main assignment defensively? Was he checking? He wasn't checking Seth Curry. I think that was Josh Richardson's job tonight. I don't know if he was checking Tobias Harris or whatever. I don't know what his matchup was, but he did a pretty good job. He was on the glass. He was active, Walt. He did a damn good job tonight. Just wasn't enough.
Well, here's the next. Luka gave you 32 points in 33 minutes. That's almost a point for every minute he was on the floor tonight, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, I can't take anything away from him. He hooped tonight. Luka
he hooped tonight. Luka is.
It's just, he needed a sidekick tonight, and he just didn't.
How do you feel? I don't know if you heard it. Van Gundy and them were saying what he needs to do to become a better player. He got a shot back. You were on Bally. You weren't on ESPN tonight. So there was an issue where he shot two shots. He missed one, then the other one he airballed it, and he sunk and he dropped his head down. And Van Gundy immediately got on and said, "You see that right there? That's what you can't do right there. You miss a shot, you can't drop your head. You're supposed to be the leader on the team. They look to you when stuff like that happens." He's like, you can't drop your head in instances like that. And then he's like, look, he dropped his head. He jogged back on defense. Like, that's lackadaisical. Like, you can't do that. If you're supposed to be the guy that everybody looks up to.
Walt, that's part of that. That's part of that L word I tell you about, man. Not your favorite L word, but the other L word, leadership.
Which one is? Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what the other L word is, man. The one that we parade around on the show. So yeah, as part of leadership, man, he's right. You can't be that guy. You can't let your guys see you down and out like that. You got to be like, it's on me, guys. That's on me. We'll get that one back. You gotta step up and be a leader, and he's learning that. Let's give him time. He's learning in that role or whatever, man. But he's just got to be better, and he will be. I really believe he will be.
Josh Richardson gave you 7 points tonight. Jalen Brunson gave you 15. Not bad. Yep. Tim Hardaway gave you 9. Dwight Powell gave you 3. JJ Redick gave you 4. Melly Mel gave you nothing tonight. Dwight Powell not Dwight Powell. Willie Cauley-Stein gave you nothing. Trey Burke gave you 2. Boban gave you 2. Tyler Bay gave you 2. Josh Green gave you 2. Nate Hinton gave you 2. And that's it. A lot of 2-pointers tonight. Veterans who can hoop. Okay. I like it. So, all in all, Billy, okay, so before we get out of here real quick, the Mavericks are going to play the Grizzlies on Wednesday and then the Knicks on Friday. What do we got?
Should be able to get 2 dubs off of that.
2 dubs.
Should be able to get 2 dubs. Should be able to. These 2 that you just dropped, you should be able to pick those right back up. You should be able to.
Okay. All right, man. So, hey, listen, man, we want to thank everybody tuned in. We definitely want to thank everybody that joined the broadcast and got on here and asked questions. Like I said, this is a thing now. We're going to be doing this from now on. Me and Billy found a way to incorporate everybody into the show, and we're going to keep doing this. I love this. I love when people hop on and participate. So we'll be in studio tomorrow night for bFb. If you want to tune in to that. Also, go to the YouTube page. Subscribe, bFb, DFW, bFb Mavs. Go in there, subscribe, click on one of the videos, watch it, subscribe and share it if you'd like to. And yeah, man, we're going to be live tomorrow night in the studio talking Cowboys, Mavericks, and all that. We'll be talking about Kevin Durant with his comments and where the hell is Kyrie Irving at But yeah, we'll figure out where the hell he's at. But yeah, man. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night live 8:00 right here on Facebook and Twitter on DallasOnAir.com. And like we always say, always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around tomorrow night.